I'm Elliot Greenberger from See3 Communications, as we said before, which is an interactive marketing agency in Chicago that specializes in video production and web development. And so what we do mainly is we work with organizations and help them with campaigns that they may have, advocacy campaigns, and create interactive marketing campaigns that are video-centric, online, with a lot of video and stuff like that. So for nonprofits, video is really a communications tool. It's not really for fun, it's to fulfill part of their communications strategy. And why do nonprofits need online video? Well, first of all, people are going to expect it. People are watching video online, and if there's not an interactive, rich experience, they're just going to not connect in the same way that they're connecting with other material online. People, they want to also show their good work. It's an opportunity. They're doing all this work behind the scenes, and they're communicating with their members and people who are on their list, and they want to show them exactly what their dollars or what their interest in the organization is producing. They also want to educate and advocate. Video is a great way to, like PSAs, as simple as PSAs or other types of videos, to fulfill their mission in that way. Deepen relationships. Video is a way to, not just be reading text on the screen, but to really meet the people involved in the organization. And the last one is a long shelf life. Online video will be on the web forever unless you take it down. But when organizations put their content online, even if a campaign, for example, has ended, people will find their way to that material accidentally long after the campaign has ended. So it really is a good investment in that sense. So I just want to look at sort of the trend in online video for nonprofits. 5 years ago, it was really documentary heavy, sort of verite style, very naturalistic style. One shot, what I meant by that is that people would produce a big dinner video one time and spend tens of thousands of dollars, and it would be shown one night, and then it would be put, in the back office somewhere. Also, professional production. You needed a professional to do this. Right now, as we were talking about citizen journalism, you don't need a professional company to produce your films. You can start doing it yourself. And it was one way. It was just like another way to communicate a message. So today, we're seeing more graphics. It's not just the naturalistic style. We're seeing people building a media library. So they're reusing and repurposing content, and this is a good advice for you guys. When you start collecting content, don't just think about how you're going to use it for that one story, but how you can turn it into many stories, or you can use B-roll from a certain shoot later on down the road. People come to us and literally say, I want a viral video. And that's impossible. How do you make a viral video? It's impossible to plan that, really. So let's go to the next one. This is actually probably our most viral video, and it got 2,000 views. So why is it viral? It was viral. This is a video that we did for Maryland State Teachers Association. And they made this video because they wanted to convince the legislation to pass certain acts around teachers. And this video got passed on to the people who made those decisions in the legislation. So there were 19 people or something like that who were making that decision, and somehow this video got passed on to the right people, and the decision was passed. So even though it got 2,000 views, we consider this a viral success. Because viral to whom is the first question. You can have 1 billion people watching your video, but if they don't care about your issue, or if they're not going to do something about your issue, then it really doesn't mean anything, right? You can have 1 million views and nobody goes to your website to find out more information. We consider sort of viral to be a couple things. It's good creative, and it's planning, which means seeding it and knowing how you're going to get the video out. But there's a third element that sneaks up on us, which is the cultural moment. This is luck, and this is why people are surprised when their video, becomes viral. This is something you can't predict. You can try to, piggyback on the cultural moment. You could try to piggyback on the flu, the swine flu right now, but people are trying to do that. But really, if your issue is not resonant at that moment, it's likely not going to be viral, no matter how good your storytelling is, no matter how good your creative is, and no matter how good your planning is. So that's something that's unfortunate. You can't really control it, but it's good to keep that in the back of your mind when you're setting your expectations about who's going to see this video and what kind of success it gets. The other thing is, if you want to get involved in nonprofits, nonprofits need help more than anything, and I'm sure you know that. And they need, especially with video, they need people who know what they're doing, because it can be really expensive. And so if you can donate your time or do it at a lower fee, nonprofits will probably be willing to give you a chance, because they need all the help they can get in many cases. So if you're passionate about a cause, I would try to connect with a local organization and start developing that relationship, and maybe that could be the beginning of your storytelling career with them. And the other thing I would say is just be multi-talented. So don't box yourself into one sort of area. People are looking for all the different skills, someone who can shoot and then edit and then post online and get it out there. And so if you can combine all those different talents, I think you'll be much better off than if you can just edit really well, especially now.